Hello and welcome to Pravus Gaming and more Offworld Trading Company. It is Thursday night for me, which means it's probably Friday for you guys. I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning. My wife and I decided to drink a little bit tonight. And while I'm not drunk by any stretch of the imagination, my judgment skills are a little impaired, so we're going to be handicapping ourselves a little bit in this video. I'm a little bit doubtful as to how well we'll perform, but you know what? We're either going to do terribly, or we're going to be an absolute genius. I don't know yet. Alright, so last video, I had to do that voiceover. I do apologize for that, but this time around we should be okay. Are we going to go with the robotic or the scavenger? I'm pretty sure last time we decided to go with scavenger, just in case we found a map with lots of carbon, but not a lot of iron. So we'll see how that works out for us. Alright. Dawes Crater for the free wind turbine. Do we want the oxygen, or more likely, we want the extra claim? Yeah, this seems pretty good. Also, we would get an additional Russian subsidy, which would reduce our staff costs. Which isn't a bad idea. That should increase my stock prices just a teeny little bit. So, yeah, this seems alright. Let's see. Westward wind. Okay, I know what this does. This means that there will be a wind coming from, well, one of the directions. I think it's coming from the east to the west. That's why it's westward. That would make sense. Either way. So, if you're trying to have ships travel to the east, they're going to be going against a bunch of headwind, and it'll be slow, and it'll probably cost more fuel, as opposed to having the wind at your back. So, placement will be extra important in this one. Large plateau, water ice, rare resources? Ooh, that's scary. Still, the extra claims are really good. Alright, let's go for it. Oh man, like I said, I'm either going to do amazingly or horribly this time. We're going to find out. So, do we want solar panels? No. Do I want water pumps? I mean, they're already pretty good at 2. I'm kind of wondering if the solar condensers is not a bad idea. This would allow us to produce a lot more water. Also, oxygen and carbon if the solar condenser is placed over sand instead of ice. Solar condensers aren't bad. And if there is some sand, it's one of the few other ways to get oxygen in the game. And oxygen can be quite valuable. Usually more valuable than fuel. Still, food has worked out really well for us thus far. Certainly we could go for something else down here. Can't really afford to hire permanently an optimization center, so I won't. A metal mine wouldn't be a bad idea either. Steel, not a bad idea either. Let's go for the one solar condenser, and that's actually all I had cash for. Right, never mind. Okay, one solar condenser it is. Let's launch the business. We're going against Joji and Rennie, 2 robotic CEOs. Lots of nasty black market stuff, including some underground nukes. Well, that's important for me to know. We do still have superconductor going into this week, though, so I think we might be okay. They actually have a lot of ways of producing power. It's very likely that power is going to be pretty cheap this game, even though they both will be consuming a lot of it. We're going to find out, though. And here goes nothing. Alright. There is a strong wind blowing from the east, which will change how fast units move. So that means that wherever we place, we probably want to have our non-adjacent buildings further to the east, so that they'll be able to transport to our HQ a little bit faster. I see silicon, I see iron, I see carbon. I see no water at all. Oh boy. Well, if that is true, then getting this solar condenser was actually probably a really good choice. This is sand, I think, but this looks like ice. Is there any more ice? Sand, lots of sand. Oh boy. Well, in this case, it looks like this is the only patch of ice in the map, which basically means this is the only source of water in the map. Ooh, scary thought. So we're probably gonna have to settle somewhere in this area. Alternatively, further to the west, but this is terrible settling grounds. Let's see how things look over here. Maybe we can find something useful. There's a bit of resources.
Ooh, a geothermal vent. This will be useful. High levels of iron found. Medium
Okay, hang on.
levels of carbon found.
So I see a bit of
Low levels
iron.
aluminum found.
I see some geothermal. I see aluminum. I see carbon.
Low levels of
Silicon.
found.
Okay, this actually isn't a terrible spot to be settling down, right over here, and I don't think we need to go for scavenger, although there is a bit of carbon, but there's plenty of iron nearby, so let's stick with the expansive and get the extra claims, I think. We'll build right here, I think? Yes. Right here. Oh, wait. I hit the wrong button. Right-clicked. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's not safe to have me playing right now. Okay, click. There we go. We'll take up that extra iron. We'll build a metal mine right away, located right here. We'll also get some metal on this aluminum. We probably should get... Well, let's see. We need to get some steel. So I'm going to build steel here and here, so we can get the adjacency with the geothermal and the superconductor. We already have our core samples. What can we get with this? Some silicon, more iron, lots of iron. Odds are pretty good I'm going to want to go for the silicon, honestly. Okay, well, why don't we do a couple of core samples over... Well, wait, what do we want over here? No. If there were odds of getting some more carbon or aluminum, I would have considered doing that, but... Yeah, no. Alright, let's go for some silicon. Let's see if we can find out if there are any resources over here. Found some silicon there, and... silicon there. Okay, so good. If I build out in this general direction, then, I should be able to get silicon into here without having to use up any fuel, which is generally not a bad thing. Good for you, Rennie. Shut up, I don't like you. How much do we need? 5.7k, because the price of aluminum and steel is a little higher than it ought to be. It'll be fine. So, again, one of the reasons we wanted to build everything off to the east is so that our ships will travel with the wind. I think that reduces the fuel cost overall. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So, the result is our aluminum should ship to us extra fast as opposed to going against the wind, which would have had some serious issues. We'll see how that does for us, though. Let us go ahead and upgrade right away. I do think we need to get some solar condensers. Let's see. I think these actually, yeah, all these count. So I could build a proper hex of water right here, and it's quite close to my HQ. So this isn't a terrible spot. It's probably a bit better than building out here. A little too far, hard to connect. Yeah, this isn't bad. All right, we'll build one here. Build one here. I think we need to get a little food. Yeah? Oh, an underground nuke has already been used on me. Where'd it go? On my iron. Well, aren't you a charming little robot? Rennie or Joji, whichever one of you did that, I hate you so much. Let's get some food. Sell off the carbon and the silicon. Come on, don't be shy. There's some more food for me. We'll place you right here, I think. And the price of power is collapsing, so I'm wondering if they've built a bit of power generation. Let's see. Some metal. And a bit of steel. You already do have a bit of wind. How do you have 6 claims? Oh, wait, you did upgrade. Okay, never mind. I thought this was a level 1. I was about to say, holy crap, how'd that happen? But we'll see. Okay. Okay, well, let's fund our efforts here. Let's get some food going. Got one more claim to work with. I don't think power actually is going to be that useful. So I'm wondering if we want to... Let's see. Steel is not very profitable because right now iron is too expensive. Unfortunately, I can't place iron anywhere nearby to get adjacency bonuses to make up for what I lost, so we're going to have a hard time with metals this game, is what it would seem. Alternatively, I could build a metal mine right here. We wouldn't get any adjacency bonus, but I wouldn't have to spend as much money on iron. And I can always get rid of this, for example, and start building out glass kilns later. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Yeah, that's alright. Look, you do what you gotta do after the AI decides to royally screw you over, right? Yeah, absolutely. Alright, we have some resources coming. I need to sell some off so I can get some cash, though. Food is getting quite profitable, a little early, which is good. Of course, because we're using solar condensers, now that it's night, we are not producing any water, so I'm using some up. It's a little unfortunate. Let's get another claim. And what should we buy? Good question. What should we buy? What's really profitable right now? Water, honestly. Water is profitable. Oxygen is okay. Metals... potentially good, because the price of iron is spiking right now. I could double down on that and get extra metal production. Okay, sure. Let's go for the extra metal production. The price of iron is quite high right now. I can always get rid of it later if I need to. Shouldn't hurt me too much, right?
HQ has been
Ooh,
upgraded.
shortage of steel. Price is going way up because this person just had to buy a bunch in order to upgrade. Nice. We need to sell some resources, though, so I can buy the water I need to keep my farms running. Go ahead and auto-provide, please. There we go. Alright. Day, please come so I can start generating more water, because this is getting kind of expensive and the food is not very profitable right now. Seriously, I beg you. Sun, arise! No, they're not going to do it. Okay. Let's see, the price of electronics is going up. Glass is currently not very profitable at all, in part because of the price of oxygen, but really the price of water is what's spiking the most right now. I'm kind of shocked. Interesting. Well, we need $15,000 in order to upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and buy some of this glass that I know I'm going to need.
Screw with us.
Someone tried to use a nuke, did they?
The black market is open for business.
Sell off some of the excess iron, sell off some of the excess food, and buy the rest of the glass. So now we are just waiting on a few $1,000s for some aluminum and steel, which I am producing for myself. Now here's something I'm expecting to happen, is that's the price of carbon to go way up. If these are both robotic, then odds are pretty good. Yeah, they're already going for the electronics factories. That is very aggressive right there. It is pretty likely, I think, that carbon is going to be a valuable resource. And we have a reasonably good source of it not too far away. Surplus of oxygen. Good, that'll actually reduce how much debt I'm producing for myself. Price of power is so low. Hacker array? We'll bid on it. Nope, looks like someone else wants it. Okay, we'll bid. 9,000, 10,000, yeah. Hackers are good, but I'd have to build it myself. It's not like it's going to give me a free hacker array, it's just going to support one more. Which means I'd have to use it on one of my claims. I'm not sure I'm willing to pay $18,000 of debt for it. This map looks kind of tricky for me. So it's not going to be worth the amount of pain that we're going to go through here. We are steadily producing enough steel and aluminum, though. I think we're going to be just fine. Sell off some of this excess iron. Sell off some of the food and upgrade. Okay. Price of carbon has, in fact, been steadily going up. But I think we need more water, because water has been very valuable for us thus far. And right now, electrolysis reactors are actually not worth it. So, why don't we go for the carbon? Well, wait, is that a good idea? Hang on. $42 a second in theory with carbon. Food's not profitable at all right now. Water is far better. Right now it's about the metals, I think. And out of all of this, carbon is still a pretty good bet. Alright, let's go ahead and get a couple of claims worth of carbon. We haven't done this yet. Carbon is used in order to make chemicals, it is used in order to make electronics. And since we do have 2 robotic HQs that I know are capable of making electronics, I'm pretty darn confident that they're going to be doing exactly that. We are producing a ton of water right now. I'm going to buy a claim and build just one electrolysis reactor for now. Just one. We'll see how that works out for us. Just so we aren't bleeding quite as much money in oxygen. No need for the debt. We'll be fine. Sell off some of this excess water. And some of this food as well. Shortages across the board. Well, that's good. A robbery was reported at the colony. Interesting. This metal mine is just pathetic. It's doing nothing for me. Nothing at all. We probably will build some glass kilns down in this general direction later. Sell off those electronics. Pay off our debt before the end of the day so we don't get hit with the interest rate. Sell off some of the food, make sure we have enough cash to last through the night. And let's sell off some of this carbon. Got a reasonable amount of that coming in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It depends. I didn't see a lot of carbon on the map. There's a bit down here in this crater. If it does get too valuable, I'm pretty confident our opponent will go for it, but in the meantime, we're pretty much the only producers of carbon, and I know that they're draining some of it, so it actually might be alright. Might be perfectly fine. I'm going to put a goon squad right here, because this is going to be a good central location for a hex of water condensers, or solar condensers, I'm sorry.
Black market is online.
Black market is back online, huh? Underground nuke? Could use it on something. I could use it on your aluminum mine. Odds are pretty good you've done something here, though. Bit of iron. Let's use a nuke on your iron.
We're not surprised,
Dang it!
just disappointed in you.
Of course I am your target. Turnabout time. Yeah, okay. Well, that sucks. You hit my carbon, didn't you? Yes, sir, you did. Well, it's a good thing we're not relying too heavily upon carbon. But that does sort of bite. I kind of brought that about myself, though, didn't I? Yeah, a little bit. Alright, here comes the water again. Yeah, greenhouses just are not very profitable. They really, really aren't. I'm kind of shocked at how bad this is. This is a weird map. Fair bit of money to be made in steel right now, interestingly enough. $34,000 still. Ouch.
A robotics HQ has been upgraded.
Let's go ahead and buy all the glass we need. Sell off some of this carbon. Sure, our debt is gone. We can sell off some of this extra iron, I think. Sell off some of the extra fuel. Still not making enough oxygen, but we're not bleeding a ton of money on this right now. Financial instruments. Actually worth bidding on, I think. If these guys pick up a lot of debt, then I will make some extra cash every day. And they're going to give it to me for only 7,000. Wow.
Congratulations. Black market
That's shockingly cheap. Okay, cool. We'll just pay that off right away then. Sell some of the food, make some more cash. We could get another claim. What would we do with it? Probably get another electrolysis, because we're making tons of water right now. There's a little profit to be made. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and get one more electrolysis right here. And now we are in a position to get the silicon if we need to. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I haven't entirely decided, now have I? No, sir, I have not. $19,000 more. Okay, we'll sell off some of the iron. Sell off some of the food. Sell off a lot of the water and upgrade. Alright, 5 more claims. What should we go for? Glass is a little bit profitable. Steel is especially profitable. I'm going to go for one more steel mill. I don't usually do this, but we're going to do it. Price of power has gone up a fair bit. So if I sell some of this... let's go ahead and get ourselves a geothermal plant. We are making superconductors still, so... overall, it won't be a bad thing for us. 3 more claims to work with. We could get some silicon and we could get some glass. I could also go for more carbon. Price of carbon has been going down as I overproduce, though. Let's get some silicon. Let's sell this, because I don't need it. Let's get a glass kiln. I need to sell some more resources. You.
HQ has been upgraded.
Another glass kiln right here. These both take 0.5 silicon. If I build one here, we will produce more than enough silicon. I can build a stockpile, and then we can invest in some more glass kilns. Price of carbon, it appears, is going up. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like actually investing in the carbon might not be a bad idea. I'm tempted to go for a third one here. Even with this trace elemental quarry not producing very much carbon, it still is giving me the productivity bonuses I'm looking for.
Black market is online.
So that's useful. Circuit overload, slowdown strike. Price of steel has gone way down. That's interesting. Solar panel. What are you producing? Wind, metals, steel. They've invested practically everything into steel. A little bit of electronics, but wow. So you're already getting hit by a slowdown strike, but not on the stuff I care about. Let's get another one. Let's apply you right here. That should hit all of your production, including your electronics factory. So I think that's pretty good. Alright, unfortunately we're not making any water, so the price is starting to skyrocket. We'll be okay. Sell off some of this. There we go. Sell off some of that. Carbon! Wow, the price of that has gone way up. So yeah, producing a little extra silicon isn't going to even hurt me. Silicon right now is also going up. Looks like these are some valuable resources here. Elemental quarries for the win! See if we can actually make something happen with that. I've only got a few more claims to look forward to, though. But we are producing all the steel, aluminum, and glass we should technically need. It's just going to be a while. But the price is steadily going down for our upgrade. We're on day 4 right now, out of 7. Let's sell off some of this extra water. We're producing way too much water right now. Oh, an EMP disabling my buildings. That's fun. For a minute and a half?
The black market.
Jeez Louise, sir. Strikes me as just downright unnecessary. But okay. I did not actually want to sell off the aluminum. That was a bad idea. Filthy pirates. Let's see. You have aluminum and silicon and water all coming through here. I'll bid on it. 14,000 might be a bit much. You've got some more stuff coming here. Them getting pirates is not actually that bad because I only have a couple of things that are actually going in this direction. There's only so much damage they can do, and if they want to go into $24,000 of debt, fine. You know, financial instruments will work out really well for me because I will get some of their monies. Let's see. We should actually make sure that we have a good stranglehold over the carbon market. Low, medium. Okay, let's get a nuke. Let's put you here. There we go. How do you like it? Yeah, reduce your carbon input. Buy more. Pay me. That's the idea behind it. All right, we only need 80 glass. We are missing mostly just a ton of aluminum, and the price of aluminum is shockingly high right now. That does kind of suck, actually. We have too much steel. No, we don't. No, let's take that back. We need 320. I forget how much you really need. Still have some of the carbon. Still have some of the silicon. We should have our buildings coming back online now, so food is coming back up, and food is very valuable, fortunately. Let's see. $45. Electrolysis 38. Glass 30. These metal mines are starting to become a little less useful to me. But steel is surprisingly still pretty profitable, so okay.
Don't take kindly to saboteurs and villains.
Oh. People are trying to sabotage each other. At least I didn't get targeted with a nuke this time, so I feel pretty good about that.
The black market
All right.
is online.
Black market. Do we want another claim right now? If I wanted another claim, what would I get? Water? Why does it say net 102? But we're producing so much water, that's actually not a good deal for us. Electrolysis is not as valuable as food right now. I think getting one more farm would be a pretty good deal. So yeah, let's do that. We'll get a claim. We'll improve our food production. And once it comes to daytime, we should be producing more than enough water. We can make a ton of money off of food, because this is a very good profit for us. We got almost $1,300 in total from our opponent's debt, so that's an extra influx of cash. Nice deal for us. We are just waiting on aluminum, which is taking absolutely forever, because it's a low supply. There's not a lot of aluminum on this map either, I'm noticing. Not a whole lot. We could use a mutiny to take advantage of our opponents and steal some of their aluminum. This guy, for example... Oh, that's only a low. Never mind. Silicon we could steal. Carbon we could steal. There's some aluminum being stolen right now. Somebody's trying to build another aluminum mine over here. I don't know. We could steal a lot of resources using a mutiny. It's only going to cost 2k to start us off. Might be alright. We will see. Alright, we're still producing more than enough water right now. More than enough. Somebody's building chemical refineries, are they? Good to know, because that means you're going to need extra carbon. And I, hopefully, will be able to get plenty of carbon. Come on, 29,000, goodness gracious me. Alright, we need to steal some aluminum. What can I steal? Preferably something further over to the east, but I don't see much. This is so far away, it's going to take forever to arrive. Right here we could steal some. Right here we could steal some. Net 0.45, 0.68. We are in a mutiny. That. Steal some of your aluminum. We'll increase the number of shipments that should be heading toward us. And hopefully that will do it. Price of carbon is spiking right now, which is great because I do have a fair bit of carbon to sell off. Price of silicon is shockingly high right now too. Perpetual motion, reduce the amount of energy we require. Not actually that important. I'll bid on it once. I don't think I'm going to get it. No, I am not. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade then. Let's see. We're doing fine on the waterfront, so let's get some more electrolysis, because this could become valuable later. Let's get some more glass. Let's get some more carbon. And I have 3 more claims to work with. What do we want? Oh, it's so exciting. I'm not entirely sure what we want yet. Well, glass is not very profitable right now because the price of silicon is as high as it is. But they were fine anyway. It's all about the aluminum. Is there any more aluminum on the map? No. It's up to 215 each. Good gravy. Alright, fuel's not that useful to me. Oxygen is, though. Food? Okay, we're gonna go for more food. Oh man, we're producing so much water. There's just not a lot that's profitable on this map. It's kind of sucky. I could get some more silicon, because this is quite profitable. If I got 2 more things of silicon, I would have a lot to sell. May not be a bad idea. We have plenty of fuel. Do we hedge our bets and go for it? Alright. If there were more aluminum on the map, I'd be tempted to do that, but we're going to use our last 2 claims getting more silicon production. If they are focusing a lot on electronics, and they do have a fair bit, then I know they're going to need a lot of silicon and a lot of carbon. Where's the chemical plant? I was told that someone was building a chemical plant, but I don't see one anywhere. I see you replacing electronics factories with more power, which is dumb because power is not actually that valuable. You do have a fair bit of water over here. That's fun. Sell off some of that. Sell off some of that. Sell off some of that, and some of that. Let's buy some modules. What do we want to buy? We can increase the price of glass, which we are producing relatively for free, so that's not so bad. Also, more water, food, and oxygen. I think water, food, and oxygen makes the most sense, so we're going to buy a couple of habitats. But, yeah, between habitats and offices, that makes the most sense. We do not want to drain chemicals or electronics, because I cannot produce either of those. So that just seems downright silly. Sell off some of this extra fuel, don't need it. I really wish we could produce chemicals, because I usually have so much fuel, I could do something with that, you know? I really, really could. I'm gonna get another electrolysis reactor. Well, let's see. It still says that food is the most profitable, but as I sell off my food, I know the price is gonna go down and stabilize. Steel is at an equilibrium right now. I'm producing steel and not costing me any iron, so that's not a big deal. Aluminum's really what we want, but oh well. I'm gonna instead get another electrolysis reactor, kind of hedge my bets. Oh, right, I need to buy a claim. That's what I was thinking about doing. Actually, you know what? No, maybe we don't spend $20,000 with another claim. What'd you hit? What'd you hit? My aluminum. Of course you hit my aluminum. Why wouldn't you? Well, it's a good thing I don't need anymore, isn't it? So you can play at that game. I am going to sabotage your carbon. Have fun. Price of carbon is going to go up. Goody goody gumdrop. Sell some of that. Some of that. Okay. So, good thing we don't need aluminum anymore, but it is quite expensive. I'm going to want to stockpile this and not sell it, because that's going to increase the cost of these colony habitat modules quite a bit. We did receive a little bit of extra money from their interest, but they're not getting a lot of interest. They're actually playing fairly intelligently and not screwing themselves over, which is fine, I guess. The price of power is, like, non-existent. I suspected that might happen. Ooh, a shortage of food. Good, we produce plenty of food. Let's go ahead and build some of that. Sell off some of the extra oxygen. Fuel is very cheap right now. Steel also has crashed. Carbon, however, pretty valuable. Again, wish I could produce the electronics or the chemicals. Chemicals are actually pretty profitable right now. Pretty darn profitable, in fact. Interesting.
The black market is open for business.
I don't think I want to buy a claim. $25,000 is just too much money. However, a mutiny on something else, like an aluminum metal mine, might be a good idea. And I'm going to do that right... Well, who's my biggest threat? It's Rennie. Okay, we're going to steal your aluminum, because you are buying the most modules right now. Let's get a couple of more modules ourselves. Circuit overloaded. Okay, well, thank you. We are consuming extra power. Good thing power is relatively cheap, eh? Sell off some of the food before the price goes down too much. Sell off some of the water. Food is now no longer profitable. So let's go ahead and turn these off for a little while. Sell off some of the water. Fuel. Don't need this much oxygen.
New building building is available for
An
auction.
optimization center, you say? I'll bid on it. You gonna give it to me for 12,000? I'll be shocked if you do. Okay. Hey, you know what?
Sold.
Great. Go for it, man. That's awesome. All right, let's go ahead and optimize then our oxygen production, because oxygen is very valuable and we are not producing a whole lot of it. So that sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, the surplus of food kind of sucks. We'll sell off some of this excess water. Okay. Let's see. Glass is still pretty good. Steel, barely worth keeping open, but we'll do what we can. Electrolysis is doing fine. Silicon is doing fine. We have a lot of carbon to sell off. Let's pay off this debt. Let's buy some more habitat modules, because there aren't enough of those. Price of aluminum is again going way, way up. Way, 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 way up.
The black
Would it be
market
worth
is online.
stealing some more with a mutiny? I think it would. There we go. Double mutiny! Send me all of the aluminum. It's super valuable, don't you know?
The
Super
engineers have
Duiper.
advanced our production.
There we go. Increase our production of oxygen a little bit. We could improve it again. Cost me 7.5k to do so. We have 2 days left. I think... Let me think here. Glass. Fairly decent. Electrolysis. It's all about that oxygen right now, I think. Yeah. Also aluminum. Carbon's okay. I think it's about that oxygen, though. Let's keep upgrading our oxygen production. That's probably the last time I'll use this optimization center. It actually might not have been worth the amount of debt we picked up for it, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and get another module. We are tied right now with Rennie. Sell off some of the silicon, sell off some of the carbon, sell off some of the steel. We have way too much of it right now. We're producing way more steel than we need, and steel is no longer profitable. Iron is worth more, so let's turn those off. Keep the aluminum, though. Gonna need it. Sell off the oxygen. Sell off a little food. Running through our stockpile of water quite fast, and well, I guess it's technically worth it. Oh no, we lost control of an optimization center. Somebody mutinied it. That's just downright rude. Hey, thank you for the money. Okay. Well, we'll sell some of this off. I really want more habitats, because otherwise this colony is not going to be worth a whole lot, but we need to be winning the module game, so we'll get more, but yeah, this may not be a very profitable colony simply because there will not be enough habitat modules, because aluminum is so freaking expensive. That said, because I'm stealing so much aluminum, I'm going to be one of the few people that actually has enough aluminum to actually build these things. Although it's taking 100 each now. Wow. That is a lot. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn these back on now that they are profitable again. We do have way more steel than we need, but oh well. Sell off some of this. Silicon is dirt freaking cheap. I'm not sure it's even worth the amount of power we are spending on it, so let's turn this off. Let's certainly not spend the fuel on these. Are these off already? Yeah, they are. Okay. Sell off some of the fuel. Some of the oxygen. Some of the food. Still making a bit of profit in some... This is just a weird game. This is a weird game. Never relied so heavily on carbon. 48k to keep building habitats. Well, a shortage of glass is good. This means that we are pretty likely to start getting some extra money, although our opponents are selling off a lot of glass right now, it would appear. We do not need this much iron. Sell off some of that. Wow, that aluminum, though. Good God! I really wish I had known how valuable that was going to be. Water, actually, is more valuable than food. Let's turn these off and start stockpiling up water and selling it. Let's get some more office modules. We want to make sure that we are on top, that we have the most of the modules. Whether they're the most profitable colony or not, it is important that we win this more than anything else. So, let's see. Sell off some of the water. Buy another one. Keep ahead of our opponents. Keep ahead of our opponent. This is the last day. We only have a couple of hours left. He just bought a module. I need to get at least one more, I think, in order to be in a really safe spot. No, we can't tie. It's not allowed. Okay, one more. 13. We have a couple hours to go. Can we maintain this lead, or are we going to tie? Not sure. Little worried. About half an hour left. This is down to the wire. Oh, he's still not quite there. And that's it. Holy crap, that was a close game. What a weird map. I didn't like that one at all. Not nearly enough aluminum. What was the final price? It's probably getting close to 300, wasn't it? Okay, well, anyway, so we barely won. Now we have an exclusive trade agreement, so we will get our extra claims, and we will get a pretty good amount of money off of this colony. Reasonable, though, because there weren't a whole lot of habitat modules. So we're only going to make 156,000 a week. Really not that good. It's a pretty terrible round, actually, for us. But the extra claims will be pretty darn useful. Employee exit. The Martian government wants to hire away one of your greenhouse farm engineers and is willing to pay 300k in return. I'll choose that later on the off chance we need 300k in order to hire, let's say, this. Ooh, if I sold my guy, I could permanently get an off-world market engineer. Ooh, that actually could be really good. Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna have to think about that one. That might be amazing. We'll see, though. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with Offworld Trading Company. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.